This is fucking Gamazon right here. We aren't in child mode anymore, okay? We're about to build a fucking server system, whatever, distribution network. I don't know what to call this thing. We're about to build something that moves 900 points of data to the right. Do you guys understand? So in this, we utilize only 2 green squares. Everything else is isolated. So there'll be a split of 50 green squares. Okay. So we could probably use an expert system or something to divide that, I think. I don't know. We have no fucking clue. We don't know shit about shit. 1, 2. And then, I mean, 100 points of data, there's no reason we shouldn't just go fucking crazy with this. We're going to take up the first 3 lines of our whole grid, pretty much, with balancers. I think on top and bottom. I think on top and bottom. This is going to get out of control real quick. What's up? So we're building a schematic for Gamazon. This is tonight's goal, okay? Is to move 900 points of data from the left to the right and organize it, sift through it. We use every single color, every single thing, at least once. Green squares twice. And so that's where we're at. Output stream 1, output stream 4 are going to need squares. Everything else is and broken apart. We may not need as many balancers as we have. I'm just setting up a hell of a system real quick to do pretty much whatever, color switching and stuff like that. I want all of that information to be able to push through these balancers. And oh man, is it going to. So, we're going to get a lot of stuff on the screen, and then we're going to organize it, and then we're going to hook it up. Which is potentially problematic. Let's set the balancers up real quick so we know how many connection points we have, because if we're just throwing shit down and I'm not paying attention, then we will not get where we want to go. Okay, there's that one. This one. This one. This one. This one goes up, so it's okay where it's at. We'll put the main one down here. So now its arms are this one and this one. Oh, we can't actually do that. I was going to say we should start making groups. Making groups is going to be important for something this big. But then I realized we can't make groups, like permanent groups, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, I don't care. Um, let's do this. Boop. I think we have, once we get this last one set up, more than enough. We either do or we don't. That's really where we're at on that. We're either going to have enough or we're not going to have enough. So now all three of these are our primary balancers. And I kind of want to keep them positioned so we know what they're feeding. This one's being fed from. This one is all of this. It's our input. So let's bring these down here, and we'll start trying to make things organized from the start. Because we have everything piled on top of each other. If we go to copy something that we set up, then we'll hate ourselves. And I don't want to hate ourselves. Okay, everything is relatively aligned. This is in the way. Can I bring this one up? No, unselect. Okay. Okay, cool. So now all of the connection points are here in the front. Everything that's tagged is green, so that we know it's done. And so we can bring our decision trees over and start, I guess, just sort of hooking them up as we go. And this is just going to give us the ability to push different colored full sets of shapes. So once we get blue parsed out, we could just push blue straight through, because that's an easy one. We probably should have copied this stack of 4 before we connected that, so that we could have dropped it down below. But it's okay. I actually really enjoy hooking up all the little connections. It makes me happy. Okay. Now we've got a set that does red, green, blue, green. And so half of the balancer system, if we split this properly, we have one that feeds 1 each, which feeds 2. Okay. So, I think we might have the right idea and not enough, but we'll build it and find out. It'd be really funny to just build it and then highlight everything across the screen and just copy it. There's, bam, there, 2 of the same system layered on top of each other perfectly. No one will ever know, and also never ask me to patch it. I have to go to Fiji now, because Gamazon's a billionaire. Assuming this even works. And we have no reason to think that it won't. Maybe we could make this more presentable as we go, so that we can see where things are. And again, not hate ourselves later if we have to come back and look at it. Because they're going to want to patch. You know they're going to want to patch. They're going to be like, eh, it works, but we need it done twice. Do we want to keep all of these? No, because this is further back. We're going to start ours over here. Roughly the same spacing, regardless of the grid, the background grid. I actually like it. I enjoy the manual aspect of it. It's like crafting. I'm going to craft some decision trees real quick. So first thing we got to do, everybody, is go over to this fucking tree, and we're going to punch it until we get enough decision trees to... make the connection. Make it. I'm halfway tempted to switch the way that this one does stuff. What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you, box? Doesn't like it, or what? Oh, you're getting connected. It's happening. Oop. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm halfway tempted to split this, but it really... I feel like it doesn't matter. Second set of decision trees. This, I mean, this does it. This will fucking do what we want it to do. I just don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, we'll leave all of this open so that we can try to see connection points to the best of our abilities. We need 15,000 of these now. Just keep dropping. Just keep dropping. Okay. Now, let's make some connections. And we'll switch all of our colors here in a second. I know it looks like I'm just doing nothing, but I am. There is a plan here. Don't worry. I know you were worried. Don't. Stop it. Stop the worry. So we want to get all of these hooked up. I'm assuming we're just going to be able to paste again, which is why we're just fucking wantonly connecting everything. Sure, that'll work. Deselect, 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 deselect. Okay. Now, all of this first half feeds the second half. Oh my. Or, no, that's wrong. That's incorrect. I'm done. Don't listen to me. So this is going to be red and green. This will be blue and green. And so on forever until we're dead. This one, red. Yep. Green. This one is blue, green. Then we have, I guess, it's probably going to be red, green. I mean, you know, call me crazy. This one's probably going to be blue, green. You know what? I bet this one goes red, green. But this just sets us up so that we don't have to fucking hate ourselves. Oh, that was idiot. Actually, you know what? We'll keep it that way. We'll flip this one around. There we go. That way we can do stuff and things. Things and stuff. Now, I'm kind of tempted to just run these into these. We know that this second layer of filters runs very nicely. It doesn't have a problem. That's also a good reason and argument to build it again. Yeah, it's a really good argument to build it a second time, actually. Shit. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 of them, right? 8 from 4. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. 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 So if we bring this a little bit farther over, how about a lot of it farther over, actually? Yeah, like to there. Yeah, that works. And then we fucking paste. Ah, we lost a bunch of shit. Paste. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blank. Okay. So we're missing, what, a green, blue? It's weird. I guess it just didn't select. We just didn't see that it didn't select. Okay. Now, happy it didn't connect anything. We've had it make it so that it connects all things back to other stuff, and then we had to manually. Oh, ooh, brutal, brutal, brutal. Is there a limit to how much? There shouldn't be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't you fucking move it. Okay. Oh! Oh, shit. Okay, well, that makes it interesting. Shit, I don't want to do that. This is a silly idea. Let's bring it over. Let's bring all of that down here, I guess, manually. It's not like we can't do that. We have the technology, after all. This is where some layering is going to have to happen. I'm not happy about it either. Okay. Because of our... Oh, wait. I was going to say because of our space limitations. We don't have space limitations. What am I fucking going on about? We could have just scooted it all over as a brick. Oh, no, wait. It was doing the thing where... That's right. It was moving the... one of the other filters up there. For some reason, it wanted that to be part of the group. It's not, but it wanted it. It wanted it nonetheless. Over here, grab this shit. Yes. Okay. Okay. No reason to hate ourselves and have to like scroll around to do this. We can set it up so all the connection points we want are pretty much right next to each other. Hook them up, and then we can brick it out and move it around if we wanted, I guess. So this, and all of these should hook up just fine. Like, we shouldn't have to even really think about it. We could autopilot it. This is why we copied that set, so we wouldn't have to go back through and change all the colors again on the secondary layer of filters. And this might be way overkill on the color filtering, but it's 900 points of data, data, info, input, stuff and things, that nonsense, you know, dem shapes. Okay. Oh, looks like we got a balancer selected. We have 2 of them selected. Okay. 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 I'm happy. So the only place we need blue is in one spot. So the blue pretty much gets fucking one hell of a priority, doesn't it? Because it gets all shapes, so it doesn't need a sift. It doesn't need anything. Because of the decision trees that we have set up, blue is going to get priority. This is the prime. This is Gamazon Prime right here. That's exactly what this is. The amount of points that we have going to blue it'll be a beautiful thing to witness. If we could somehow, oh well, it'll be fine. So we're connecting to blue. It's got a green arrow. Okay, that's actually amazing the way that this works. I want to deselect that though. Track this. Fucking dink. Sweet. We can just head on down our list and fucking make connections. That is so beautiful. Wow. Theoretically. Theoretically. Dink. There we go. Yeah, this game is amazing. Definitely a favorite from the first time we touched it. Does it feel like it's sort of built for somebody like us to play with? Maybe not. If this thing doesn't work, then it's not. It's built for people smarter than us. It's okay though, that's how you learn, is by tinkering with this stuff. With the Arduino stuff, with building real circuits and making little devices and making and doing stuff just for fun. That's the point. I think I was telling this, I've told this story on stream before, but recently my mom was telling me that a friend of hers from work or that I guess used to work where she worked a long time ago. Anyway, however she heard about it, she heard about some guy who wanted to make a little device to find out when his mail was going to be there so that he could, I don't know, be there or make sure it wasn't there. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. But the point is that he got an Arduino unit and is learning to program to accomplish what he's going to set out to do. And there's a good chance that he'll do that. Whether he does or doesn't, the fact that he's going on the journey instead of trying to find some fucking spy camera to watch his mailman or some shit, he's like, I could make a device that just sends me a beep. I don't really want a camera. I don't need to see him. I'm not trying to observe him. I just want to know when my mail's here. So, I mean, he could go about that a million different ways. He could put a pressure plate inside of the fucking mailbox. He could put a light alarm on the door. He could put a magnetic switch on the mailbox so that when it's triggered, when the magnet clicks, it sends a signal to his phone saying the mailbox was opened. You know what I mean? If he's worried about somebody stealing it, like, there's a billion options for him. And I just love the fact that he was able to even think of doing that and then set out on a journey of his own to do that. And he's an older gentleman. And that, to me, is a device like that successful. That is the concept of doing whatever it is, whatever nonsense you want it to do. And it doesn't have to be nonsense. It could be something incredibly profound, or it could be something that tells you when the door in your mailbox opens. It's all being used the correct way. And that, to me, is so fucking beautiful. It's such a badass thing. Okay. We had to grab a drink. And you know what that means. Can I get a crack open a... Wait, I don't have nails. Oh, shit. That was bad timing. Hold on. Wait. I've got a thing. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait. Keep waiting. Continue to wait. Okay. Are you guys ready to crack open a cold one with the boys? As like some famous muse said that. I don't know. Some muse worth quoting. You know. Witness us! Sorry. Other game. Oh, I swear to God, if I don't have a lighter, I'm going to lose my shit. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's a good thing. Excellent news. You can't set things on fire without a lighter. Those are just science facts. That's just facts that are science. So we're going to need to set up SIFs right now. I actually think this system that we have is going to fucking work. Not only is it going to work, it's going to beast mode Output Stream 2. Output Stream 2 is going to run at 100,000 billion% efficiency. We will never have to patch. It's such just a basic, just push it through colors. If only we could do the rest. We could do, no, run. We're not going to do that. We already have a color filtration system set up. We are not going to rethink that. We put in a lot of good work to build this. also like to stop for a moment and egotistically thank my brain. Thank you, brain, because think about how long it took us to build the smaller version of this system before we had thought of it. When we were coming up with it, we were like, over to this. Bleh. I don't think we've been streaming for even fucking an hour and a half. And we have the entirety of this shit built up, and we're already hooking it up. And we're not panicking. We're confidently programming, which is the key to this shit. You just have to look at it and go, I know what it all does. Suck it. And so, just for a second, because I know what it all does, I'm going to prove that. I'm not some fucking chump-ass chump. I can explain this. And I can do it succinctly. So what we are doing essentially right here is taking 900 points of data, and we are splitting it several times. Every time we split that data, the amount of it that is existing in any one channel goes down. Then, by the time it hits these, it's at minimal acceptable rates, theoretically. We don't know that that's the case, but I believe it is. Is this not attached to anything? Oh, no, it is. Okay. It's attached to everything. Okay, good. I was about to be upset, redo the balancing system, and cry. Okay. Sorry. Bump the mic. So, what we do then is all of it is balanced out. It's split several times to lower the amount of load that is on any one of these bars. Right? So as it's distributed through the balancers, it'll push over to the color trees, the initial color tree filters. That'll be all of the filters in this line right here. All of the red blues up front. Now, the thing to remember is that we don't just have red and blue to worry about, do we? We also have green. And because our primary filter system does not include green, green is randomized in this set, which means it could go through a red, it could go through a blue, and we don't actually give a fuck what it does. All we know is that we got 1 to 2 colors going through these. These are going to be working like a lot. These are going to be working a substantial amount. They might overclock. It'll be what it'll be. They're definitely going to overclock. That's the downside of what I think is going to happen here. Is that I think that the information is going to hit this input stream and it is going to explode. It's going to hit all these decision trees, and the hope is that it will push enough data forward into our secondary system before it backlogs, before any of this stuff builds up, which is why we went with the extra balancers over the amount we did last time with just like 3 or 4 or whatever we had. This actually, is this the same system? Is that why it was so easy for us to build? Do we theoretically, if we're going to do a Gamazon system, need to do this twice? Or did I just say something that's going to make me very sad? Find out next week. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, just don't look at the lines. I'm so tempted to close all of this up. Everyone that knows me knows what I want to do right here, and that is turn all of this into a brick that no one will ever be able to undo ever again. They'll be looking at rise. It's red, greens, and blues and shit and fucking I don't know. I just hate it. But I feel like we're not going to do that because it's going to be us that hates it, and then we're going to delete it out of spite because we hate it. Huh? At least we know ourselves, right? Okay. So, sift, circles. Shit. Do expert systems red else. So we could double up a sift to expert system. That's what a fucking expert system is for. It's to split the output of a single sift. You fucking bring this over to an expert system, and then you can tell it what color to move, and then it's got two of the same color in one fucking thing. If you bring more than one thing into the sift. So, let's finish going over what's happening here. Here we have, in our primary filters, all red designations, blue designations, with green always being random. When it jumps forward to our secondary filter system, we have all of our colors actually physically separated out, because each primary filter, each color tree here, has a decision to make. So it says it's going to be blue right here, or it's going to be green randomly. This is going to be red, or it's going to be green randomly. Which is why at each one of these channels, when we bring a new filter or a tree over, I keep saying filter, it's not a filter. Well, I mean it is, it filters things out, but it's also a decision tree, which I feel like is a more apt thing, description. Anyway, each one of these is partitioned off. So now this says this channel was red and green randomly. Now here's red, and when those green random spurts come in, they're going to pop through here. So now only red will come out of here, and only green will come out of here. And we've done that for every single channel in our primary color system, or our primary filter. All of this. Phase 1, if you will. I guess it'd be phase 2. This would be phase 1. Never mind. Don't listen to me and my rambling about that. Just understand that each one of these tells each one of these what to do. Okay? And behind it all is a system that balances the load of these 900 points of data. God, I can't ever be consistent on how I want to say it. I just want to say it every way. I just want to and then I sound crazy. So we don't do that. So what we'll do here is move all shapes, which is what is at each one of these points. These say we have a color. They don't designate a shape though. So we have an entire color load, which would be blue circles, squares, and triangles here on these blues, waiting to be processed forward and then distributed, which is why we have all of the blue points coming over here to the output stream too, because that is the only thing that we want that has anything to do with blues, and it doesn't give a fuck what shape it is at all. So we don't need to further do anything with that, which is why we brought all of those directly here, not worrying about it. The rest of it all has full color, full shape loads on each color band. There we go. That's a much better way to say that. They have full shape loads on each color band. So on our red band, we have all of the shapes here. And because we want circles and squares, we're going to do this. Boop. Now, we realistically could do sifts for everything. I think we might want to. I was going to say we could use expert systems in front of it all, but that'll make it go slower. I mean, this system is going to be really expensive. We have a $500 investment in this. I'm not sure. I suppose how well we set this up is how well it'll do, right? So we want to set it up so that it'll run perfectly. Um, oh, okay. Here's what we do. Because otherwise we're going to have so many sifts, it's going to get out of control. Is that a good idea? I wonder what the load is going to be on this. It's shitty because like we can't test just this. I want to test the whole system as if it existed, but just this component, and we can't do that without building it. I want to know the amount of stress if we have our system set up this way that happens just right here, and how quickly this gets crashed. Because if it can maintain having two sets of colors run through it, we can run it through this other sift beneath it, and then push it out into an expert system to split it here, and then just be done with it. And we would repeat that down all the rest of the fucking filters. Two sifts that go through each other. But I'm worried it's still going to be too much, and it's going to crash it. And also, oh wait, we don't need a, what am I fucking doing? I'm so dumb. I always forget you can just do this. So now triangles otherwise fuck off, which is perfect because now triangles go in the trash. Or no, they don't. There's no trash. Shit. Red and green triangles. Oh, look it right there. Yeah, output stream 3 needs red and green triangles specifically. And then this needs, oh, that's so cool. Output stream 0 and output stream 1 are going to be less effective. Output stream 2 is going to be fucking out of control. Huh. I wonder what happens if we take this. We could make a, I'm not quite sure how I want to do this. We have a chance to do it a few different ways here. So we need to figure out how we want to push our shapes completely over to all of this. And there's a few ways we can go about it. We can try and tell each sift to push each color with each specific shape out. And then be done with it. And that's it. And the else's will go where they go. Whether it's into another sift to push it out directly into that or whatever. But I'm worried that the sifts are going to take a fucking hell of a hit. They're going to be upset. The sifts are not going to like, because they're slow. And if there's a lot of information, we need to make sure that the sifts can process all that information, which is why we have all these fucking color trees. So if we start front-loading everything now, all of the work we just did is for nothing, because the front of it's going to fucking suck a dick. My question is, if I say that I want these to both be red, will that force this to take all green? Because this thing can now not push out green up top, because this won't accept it? I don't think so. I think it's just going to clog this shit with green, because green is randomized and not delegated. I think we have to do it the way that we have it, right here. To keep the noise down, to keep the back noise, like whatever the fucking buildup is that happens here with wrong colors, we fixed that by doing this. Now colors go where they're supposed to go, just by what we've done here. So we only need green squares in two places. We need red circles and squares here. Green circles and squares, and then the rest of the nonsense. Because I want to do red-green triangles. I want to fucking do that with like half the system. And then do the other half setting up for this stuff. Red triangles and green triangles now just get pumped out there to output stream 3. And so now we have circles and squares that are both red and green. And we can take that into an expert system. Which will then poop it out into these two, hopefully. Instead of having to worry about shapes, because we need both of what's left over, we could take the red to there, and the rest will be green. To there. That will work. That will push, that'll do everything we want, and get rid of all the stuff from that first filter. So we only have to do that 16 times. It's fine. Gamazon. Hashtag Gamazon. Okay. So then the other half of the system just has to do green squares, which we can set up. I mean, we could set it up to do that right now, I guess. Okay, hold on. Let me think. That's exactly what we do. We set it up right now to do green squares, because this is green by itself on a sift. And so we set up 2 sifts for each thing with 1 expert system. This is exactly how we fucking do it, I bet. Let's see, because we now have... Oh, my dog is trying to get on the couch behind me. She's a sweetheart. She's trying to be sneaky. I don't mind. She is welcome. She just knows she's stealing my seat. So she's like trying to be all quiet about it. Like, it's like, aw. Okay. So now we have green squares and then triangles and oh. Shit. So this is triangles and circles now. Fuck. Okay. We can't push it with an expert system. So it's gonna need 3 sifts. Ugh. Gross. Which is, I mean, it's fine. You know, it is what it is. Because we have, what, circles and triangles. So circles will go here, because it's green. Triangles will go here. That's right, because I was just thinking there's no trash can. So everything gets used. So now this system will cover the whole first set of color filters all the way back. Jesus, I hope it does. I really hope it works. We've got it set up pretty well, I think. Now let's do it a bunch. We'll organize it as we fucking do it. Yeah. Oh God. As we go. Why I just highlighted something no one knows. If it fucking starts deleting stuff as we do this, I'm gonna be upset. We could just have to check the whole screen every time. Every time we go to pick something up, just to make sure that nothing scoots off the screen. Because if it does and deletes it, then the system will crash. We've had it happen before, where something was highlighted and it just, boop, bye-bye. And that always is unfortunate. Okay, so this is what we need, but I'm afraid to copy and paste it. Oh, I know what we could do if we're worried about it. Because we have to do this so many times, I don't want to set this up. every time. Whoa. I know what it does. How do we get it to do that? That's cool. Okay. I just need to break these connections really quick. So all of this is what we want. So now let's zoom out. Go like click, 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 and then grab this last one. We're going to copy those nodes. Now we can deselect them so that nothing fishy happens. We can come down here and paste it. Okay. Just like that. Fuck yeah, okay. Now we're in business. Now let's zoom out real quick, make sure nothing else is highlighted. Okay. Sort of scooting our next set up so that we can keep it organized as we go. And then let's try and do fucking bam. And then zoom in. And honestly, we could go through all of this really quick and just drop a bunch of these and organize it and connect it. I see it. It's not hard. But I want to go slow so that we can become proficient and that anybody watching can understand what's happening. Because as we do this, the web is going to get more complicated. And if you went to go to the bathroom and come back and you're like, oh my god, I can't even see. Like, yeah. It has been known to happen. It does happen. It can happen. It's a thing that happens. Okay, sorry. Eh. Like this. That's right, we switched the bottom one to be cheeky. I forgot about that. I was like, huh? To be cheeky. And we were almost cheeky to ourselves. Okay, so half the system is built. What do you think? There, it's done. What do you think? It looks like a laser light show. I want to test run it so bad, but we're going to fucking be disciplined and build it. We're going to do cool guy stuff and girl stuff and fucking... Too many nodes. Makes me really sad. What do you mean too many nodes? It's 900 information bits. How's 50 our max? Or these SIFs are gonna fucking crash. It's fine. We'll put 4 on each one. Oh yeah, let's move it all down first and then connect it. Luckily, all of these things will connect twice. It's not a big deal. I'm just being nitpicky. That's really all the connections we need down there. We don't need any of the rest of that shit. So let's do that. And it'll be the same thing. Green squares. Bam. Then this one goes here. And here. And this is the importance of building a system that's balanced. Because had we built it all crazy on one side, doing this at this point would shift. You have to worry about which side it was shifted on, blah, blah, blah. No, build it evenly. You build something like this evenly as you go, so that it distributes everything without, the idea is that you don't want it to overheat. You don't want it to explode or do, bad shit. So it's like, we just gotta remember, red and green triangles, green squares. So we completed a secondary connection on our first set of SIFs. So we'll bring our second set down over here. Green squares. We'll help ourselves out by trying to remember as we go, as we move things, because otherwise we'll be dumb. We'll be dumb. And we're not dumb. Unless we are, and this whole thing doesn't even function, in which case I'll have spent a lot of effort for nothing. But I don't think that's the case. I think we've got it figured out. We're at 47 nodes. So if we can do this with under 3, or with under 50, then that's cool. I feel like we did it worse last time. How did we do it worse last time? With less accomplished. I don't know, but I feel like this system's gonna work. We'll find out. I keep saying it. I feel like we know what we're doing a little bit, despite the fact that we know nothing about how this shit works. We've done some Arduino circuits, but... Okay, so now this is complete. We'll start making just like weird little blocks because honestly I'm strapped for room. We need a workshop area. And so we're sort of making it as we go. And that's the amazing thing about this game, is that the connections are strong. They don't snap off, which is really handy. We could probably just start building it down instead of making a workshop then moving it afterwards. Try to be proficient in our movement, not waste. I already feel like it's going so slow. So we've got this first and second one with 2 connections. So let's go over here to this third one. We want that down on the bottom, but I don't want to fuck it up. So we're not going to scroll it. We're not going to scroll it yet. We'll bring the triangle that we're working with down. That can sit like ish. And now we'll come down. Now we'll scroll in. Okay. So green square. Boop. And we might have to fix it so that we do a couple of these layered in the filters also. Like again, I'm not sure we'll have enough. We should, though, because the system is balanced. So, theoretically, as we go, this secondary system, the one that we're building, yeah, we have one filter left and one brick left. We're good. We're super good. Triangle on bottom. Square on top. Oh no. We have it. I see. We were right. We just have an oddball. We have an oddball. These sieves are not organized at all. I kind of would like to have it all exposed, though, to see it running. What happened just now? Oh, shit. This is the one for over there. Bring this down. This is the one for up above. Okay. Not the one I'm holding, but the one beneath us. I'm just scooting this stuff over. Anal retentive. But I feel like if there was a system to do it with, it's this one. It's probably going to get more complicated than this, so we should probably let it go. But I'll never let it go. Okay. Building stuff for Amazon. We're gonna have to do something for a little bit of music here in a second to change it up. Okay. Wait. This is what we want. We want this one. We want this one. Oh, there are so many points of connection, it's crazy. Okay, this is going to be fucking rowdy when we turn it on. Hope you guys are ready. Bring it on in. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Boop. 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 Okay, here we go. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Just run. Look at it go. Look at all of the data go. Ah! Well, it works. Yeah, as I thought, those fucking sifs are dying. That's not good. That is not good. It works. Barely. It's so stuck. It's so stuck. Shit. Okay. That's so brutal. Ugh. Let me pull up my comments here. Hi, by the way. Okay. Let me see. They have to do this, then click this, then come over here and fucking rid of these Netflix notifications. Get that shit out of my face. This, then come over here. Yeah, it's a little overloady. But it works. It functions. You hush up with your overload. You don't know about overload. It doesn't overload. It's perfect. I don't know what to do about this. I felt like this system was beast mode. To be fair, we're moving 900 points of data across the screen. I feel like we're doing a pretty goddamn good job. Thank you very much. No, I'm kidding. We're not though. It's not good. It's backlogging like crazy. But just in one set of sifs, the other set, the triangle set, is just fucking losing its shit. Yeah, the reds are fucking backing up to the second filters. Only on one side though, which is interesting. Oh, there they go. Starting to backlog on the other side there. Guide me, my wizard. What do I do? I'm gonna go to Discord really quick and check, or take a screenshot of this, and be like, why doesn't it work? And they'll be like, I have no fucking idea what you've done. You're crazy. Okay, let me go screenshot. Okay. Let me wait. Cancel. Test run. Okay. Okay. Now we've got screenshots saved, so I can try and send them to fucking Discord. I'm gonna have to like message them to myself in PlayStation so that I can take the screenshot of a PlayStation Messenger, and then, oh my god, it's gonna be a pain in the dick. It's fine. It's auto-saved. I want to save it though. Oh. We're gonna launch it. I don't care. I don't care. Yay! The startup went bankrupt. Well, we did our best. Oops. That is a lot of money. This decreases server cost by 8%. That would leave us with $44. Oh, we got a letter from a friend. Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you? Listen, I know I wasn't paying you for quite a long time, and I'm very grateful that you weren't demanding for a paycheck for so long. But to be in debt, even to a friend, is not cool at all, right? Therefore, take this money you've honestly earned. Thank you, friend. You've really helped me out. Yeah. And how about we go to a concert next week? Aw. Fuck yeah. 1,400 cat bucks. That's great. Let's go spend a bunch of money on some servers. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of not kidding, though. Kind of would love to do it. This. By 8%. We need to be able to keep up with demand, honestly. And our shit sucks. Amazon failed. Oops. Whoops. Industrial espionage. Oh, that sounds awesome. Solvency assessment. Ooh, they want to assess our solvency after we ruined Amazon, huh? Let's take a look at what espionage entails, shall we? Oh, also I'm gonna put. Yay, bankruptcy. That's funny. Okay. We are Sniffer, all an analytics agency, and our services including parsing data from huge companies. The issue lies in their protection systems. We have a very small amount of time to download all the data we need before we get tracked. We need an algorithm that will download the data we need fast and secure. The payment will be sent to you after the first successful parsing completed with your program. After you steal for us, basically. Alright, we'll do it. Oh. This is shitty. Okay. Wait. No, we want it to be red, right? I want to do this. I want to use 3 color trees. I want them to have to suck it. We need red in both, so let's make red random. Green and blue, so now it's red and green. And red and blue. Just like we want. So now red goes to 2 places because there's more of it. And so now we take blue and red to 1, and green and red to 1. And that is how you do that. And then we test run it. Red, green, green, blue. It wasn't fast enough. Okay, fine. You guys want to be dicks about it? There. Now it does exactly what you want. Cry about it. See? We can't do anything for you about that. Oh, I know why. I know why. Watch, we can just do this. This is when we bring in the any filter. Any. And now it should divide it all evenly. And then put it back in here, which hopefully will put it in divided evenly, which will fix it. I don't know what it wants then. It has to be red random. If it wants 2 color filters, It has to be something like this. Why would this not work? I don't understand. This is just gonna switch the problem, right? No. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Switching it. Switching it sometimes works. Color business. Okay. Good A. We have developed an innovative printing machine that allows to apply complex patterns to any surface. It has 2 print heads. This speeds up the process a lot. But the distribution of colors does not work for us, as the printing algorithm doesn't recognize them very well. We need to solve this problem before we release our novelty to the market. Can you help us? The printing algorithm. So, innovative printing machine, it applies complex patterns, but the distribution of colors, so the complex patterns, does not work for us. They basically have a fancy stencil, okay, that they don't know how to make work. Great. Okay. Six components. Oh, there's 2 input streams. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. We want 35, 50, 55. Oh, shit. Fascinating. Now we're going to get into the meat of it. So, that's crazy. It's going to make us do some... If we do this, there's no reason to. We can run this into... If we run both of these into one thing. Maybe we should, though. Put them together. So that then we can break it back apart. But have all of the numbers together. Instead of worrying about trying to count out what's what from what and shit. That first color filter is going to explode, isn't it? Okay, so for some reason that makes a difference. Having the colors switched from the beginning. So we'll start trying to do that, alternating and doing stuff like that. Oh shit, okay. So this does red green, this does blue green, and this does red blue. Ta-da! And we might have to switch some colors around, but we could try and just do that. Just swap them around until it works, knowing that it says that it should. Okay, so we have two blues that should give us what we need there. Okay, and then we have two reds. One's got 40 in it, one's got 24 in it. I wonder how that spread's going to end up. Let's put the lower one there. Let's put the higher one here. And then green. Do I want to put both reds on it? Both reds on this one and just feed this with green? No, no, no. We want a little red. 35, and then we're going to have oh no. I watched it connect to itself. Let's try that. And let's send this top green to the trash. And see if that doesn't fucking do it. Bam, test run. Silver medal. 100% accuracy. Bottom blue ain't gonna do shit. What if we do this? Now what's that do? What does this do? What does it do? Oh, it sends reds. It also sends reds. Shit. Okay, so let's see. 40, 64, 73, and 30. I almost want to use one extra component. This is red. Fuck. There's not gonna be enough red in that middle system. Shit. And if we do just green on top, that won't be enough either. By itself. It needs a little bit of red. Not very much, but... Hold on, let me get all this stuff out of the way for you. So you can sit down. Yeah, and the white shirt. Okay, now you're good. Now your couch is all cleared off. Yeah. He'll put all that shit on your couch, huh? Oh, little dog. Oh, good girl. She is not little. She's a big old nugget. And we love her face. Yeah. Let's try doing that. We're really just going to scoot these connections around until we... Oh, we're getting some greens in there, huh? Huh. So all we did was fuck up our accuracy. That's fascinating. Crossing the wire started sending greens here. Because we had it set up like this and it was not sending greens. And if we do this, how is it pushing blues through that, or greens through that? Where's this green coming from in here? It's getting blue-green from right there. It's probably not going to solve the problem, but it'll fix the accuracy. I don't know what happened to that. It was all working perfectly for a little while. Why is it sending reds? How could it even have reds down here? What? Oh, I see. Green and red. Blue and red. So our whole premise is flawed here. I want to see what that fucking solvency test is, or whatever it said. Some of them, I'm just like, I can't think of it. It doesn't. We'll go back to that. Let's go see what the solvency is. You know what? We couldn't do the last thing. Let's try and move forward. Good afternoon. We represent the Money Bag Bank. We want you to create a system for sorting candidates applying for loans. We believe that cold, soulless mind of a machine will help us save more money than our regular empathy-corrupted human clerks. We would very much appreciate it if you'd complete the task before the holidays. $1,600 reward. Okay. Jesus Christ. Semi-supervised learning is used on partially unlabeled data with unknown answers. Typically, a machine learning model predicts answers for unlabeled data and uses this prediction to improve. This method can improve quality of the model even when the data is not completely reliable. In real life, adding 5 to 10% of unlabeled data leads to minor quality improvement, and adding more data of this type spoils the model. So it's telling us to make blue because we need 3 red. So we want blue to be the random. This is what it wants. No? Oh, we can use 2 color filters. Okay. Oops. Hook it up to that and just push it back through. We can just backfeed it into the system. It's 10 points. Watch me do this. Just feed it back into the system over and over. Bam, 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 bam. We just backfed the data. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, that's interesting. We could use a backfeed on something like Amazon to not fuck it up. Raging birds from the sky. Dear computer specialist, you gotta help me. I own a miniature pig farm, and I also have a crazy neighbor. He enjoys making bird-shaped shells out of papier. Oh, papier. Out of paper mache. Wow. Wow. I went French with it immediately. Papier mache. He enjoys making bird-shaped shells out of paper mache and throw them at my piggy sheds. He makes all kinds of shells. Tiny red round ones, triangular, square ones, you name it. I'm constantly rebuilding my sheds so they would be impenetrable by those birds. But I need to be able to get to know the shapes of the shells that Wacko's using. Can you please write an algorithm for that? Yeah, sure, buddy, sure. We'll fucking just write you a little algorithm, a little rhythmic algorithm. 7 components, so you want 57 balancers and a few sifts. Okay. I don't think we need more than one balancer, honestly. We'll just split the fucking data. It's fine. It'll be fine. So we want a balancer that feeds 2 sifts that goes back into a balancer to distribute stuff. It'll be fine. It will be good. So we want circles. 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 Okay. Uh, shit. thing. Hold on. 5 of 7. So we can further filter stuff with sifts after these balancers up here. I want to keep these the same, so that we can have everything split. We've got circles, or actually we should probably split squares. Squares. So now those will go here, 50-50. So now for squares, we can do this. Go like this, this, and this. Now squares are done. Hopefully. So now we have triangles and circles here. And so we need triangles and circles. Oh, we're going to have to get another balancer. Half of it's got to go here. So we could say triangles. Fucking go there. Fuck it, bring them both in. Triangles and squares. Or, I mean circles. And so now we have circles to distribute off of the sift. So it looks like the balancers need to go in front of the sifts. Shit. You know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to switch over and play some Assassin's Creed for a little bit so we can decompress from this, because my brain's starting to wrap in on itself. Yeah, this is our main quest, so we have to focus on this and the color business, both of which I'm like, We still have crowd psychology, text recognition, and Metal Gear construction that I feel like we can get. We're just dumb. Which would lead to self-driving car, I hope, someday. It might already be closed, but we'll find out. Maybe. Oh, there's so much more. God, this takes so much for us to do. The only one of those we've been successful with was Pizza Shack. Ugh. Fuck. feeling it. I'm feeling it. What do you think? You want to come with me for some of that, or do you want to hang out here and watch me hurt my brain? You guys can vote and fight it out. Because that is our choice, is we restart this right here and figure it out, or we go play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for a little bit. Well, we have other stuff we can play too, but that's what I'm thinking. We can play some Control. Control's been pretty fun. I just want to go and visit a couple of other games before we hurt ourselves with this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I concur. So we'll come back to this here in a little bit because it's so much fun, but we're like it's daunting. Wait. Okay. I'm waiting. Okay. You're in Control. So now we go play Control. I'm super down to shoot some monsters and blow some shit up. That game is really fun. And I think we're almost about to get flying. Which will be cool. Telekinesis and flying go really well together, funny enough. Okay, so Control it is. Hope to see you over there right now. Right